Brittany Murphy was the quirky queen of early 2000s Hollywood. From hits like Clueless and Uptown Girls, she was slowly becoming the girl next door. But in December 2009, a 911 call was made, and she was found lifeless in her Hollywood Hills home. Official cause? Pneumonia and anemia. Were Hollywood insiders buying it? Absolutely not. Her sudden death sparked questions. And then came the real plot twist. Her husband died the same way, in the same house, just 5 months later. Coincidence? Maybe. But insiders say there's more to the story. From toxic mold theories to whispers of government watch lists, we're diving into 10 shocking conspiracies around Brittany Murphy's death. And trust me, some of these will give you chills and leave you unsettled. 10. The mold theory. Not long after Brittany Murphy's tragic passing, rumors started swirling about something more silent and sinister lurking in her Hollywood Hills home. Toxic black mold. At first glance, it sounds like a stretch, but here's where things get eerie. Just 5 months after Brittany's death, her husband, Simon Monjack, was found dead in the same house. Same symptoms, same bedroom. Suddenly, what seemed like a personal tragedy turned into a mystery bigger than anyone expected. Some reports claimed the home had serious mold issues, and there was even talk that it might have caused both of their deaths. Mold toxicity, after all, can lead to respiratory failure, confusion, and yes, cardiac arrest. That's when the theory caught fire. Headlines exploded. Was it mold all along? Was this entire thing preventable? But here's the twist. The coroner's office later stated they found no evidence of mold being a contributing factor. Still, that didn't stop public suspicion. Because when two people die under the same roof in nearly identical ways, people are bound to ask, was something in that house quietly killing them? 9. Big Pharma retaliation. This next one feels like something straight out of a Hollywood thriller, but it's a theory some fans can't let go of. The Big Pharma retaliation theory. According to online speculation, Brittany had started pulling away from certain industry pressures, including alleged requests to endorse or promote pharmaceutical products she didn't fully trust. Some even say she was wary of the overprescription culture in Hollywood and voiced those concerns privately. The theory? That speaking out, however subtly, put her in the crosshairs of some powerful interests. While there's no hard proof linking Brittany to any public anti-pharma stance, conspiracy circles claim she had knowledge of something bigger. Add in the fact that multiple prescription medications were later found in her system, and suddenly, people started connecting dots, whether real or imagined. Now, let's be clear, there is no official report tying her death to any pharmaceutical company or foul play. But in a town where image is everything and silence can be deadly, it's easy to see why this theory took off. Was Brittany just another casualty of Hollywood's pressure, or did she know something she wasn't supposed to? 8. Poisoned? Here's where the story takes a darker turn. In 2013, nearly 4 years after Brittany's death, her father, Angelo Bertolotti, released private toxicology results that shook the internet. According to those reports, Brittany's system contained unusually high levels of heavy metals, things like antimony and barium, which aren't typically found in everyday life. His theory? She may have been deliberately poisoned. Bertolotti believed his daughter and her husband were targeted, possibly by someone close or with access to their home. The metals, he claimed, weren't from food or the environment. They were more consistent with possible criminal intent. That claim reignited the public's fascination with Brittany's case and added fuel to conspiracy forums everywhere. But here's the catch. Official agencies didn't support those findings. The LA County coroner stuck by their original report: pneumonia, anemia, and multiple drug intoxication. No foul play suspected. Still, it's hard for fans to shake the feeling that something was missed or maybe ignored. But what if Brittany wasn't just a victim of bad luck? Could something much bigger be at play here? Stay tuned as we dive into one of the most shocking theories yet. 7. Government target? Now this one sounds like pure movie script material, but it's a theory that won't go away. Some believe Brittany Murphy may have become a target of the US government. Why? Because just before her death, she and her husband publicly supported a woman named Julia Davis, a whistleblower and former Department of Homeland Security employee who claimed she was wrongfully targeted after exposing alleged security lapses. Brittany reportedly gave a signed statement backing Davis, and according to Davis herself, both Brittany and Simon Monjack were allegedly harassed, surveilled, and even had their home raided. Wild, right? Sounds like something out of a Jason Bourne film, but Davis's claims were detailed in a documentary called Top Priority: The Terror Within. Of course, there's no official record confirming Brittany was ever investigated by the government, and critics argue the timing of her death was nothing more than tragic coincidence. But for those who believe in deep state cover-ups and Hollywood casualties, this theory has all the ingredients. power, secrets, and a star who may have spoken up at the wrong time. 6. Her husband's influence. Simon Monjack wasn't just Brittany Murphy's husband, he was her manager, her closest confidant, and, according to some, her gatekeeper. As Brittany's career started to decline, Simon's presence in her life became more controlling, at least according to a few close friends and former colleagues. He reportedly limited her contact with people, managed her finances, and even handled her public statements. Some in Hollywood whispered that Brittany had changed after marrying him. She was more isolated, less vibrant, and rarely seen without Simon by her side. It didn't help that Monjack had a controversial past. Financial issues, legal troubles, and a mysterious heir that always made tabloids raise an eyebrow. So naturally, when Brittany died suddenly, many people pointed fingers at the one person who had the most access and influence. To be clear, Simon was never charged or officially suspected of wrongdoing, but the fact that he died just 5 months later in the exact same way, same house, same symptoms, only deepened the mystery. Was it a tragic coincidence? Or did their intense, secluded relationship play a bigger role than anyone realized? 5. Brittany was being watched. In the months leading up to her death, Brittany Murphy reportedly told friends she felt like she was being watched. Not in the paparazzi sense, this was different. She believed people were following her, tapping into her calls, and even spying on her inside her own home. To most, it sounded like paranoia, but to conspiracy theorists, it sounded like a red flag. Some connect this feeling of being watched to her ties with whistleblower Julia Davis. Remember the woman Brittany and her husband supported who claimed she was under government surveillance? Brittany allegedly believed she and Simon were also being targeted because of that connection. There are also claims, unverified but persistent, that she was afraid to go to the hospital when she started feeling sick, fearing that she'd be taken advantage of or worse. That decision, sadly, may have cost her her life. Now, there's no concrete evidence proving Brittany was under any kind of official surveillance. But in hindsight, those statements about being watched feel a lot less like Hollywood drama and a lot more like someone who knew something wasn't right. Was it anxiety, or was Brittany really sensing danger closing in? 4. Hollywood blacklisting. By the time Brittany Murphy passed away, her once bustling career had significantly slowed down. From the breakout role in Clueless to the iconic performance in 8 Mile, she was on top of the world. But by 2009, she was struggling to land major roles. Theories started to circulate that Brittany wasn't just facing the usual ups and downs of Hollywood, she might have been blacklisted. In Hollywood, rumors about being blacklisted are often tied to one thing: someone's refusal to play the game. Whether it's rejecting a role, standing up to powerful figures, or refusing to compromise, stars who don't conform sometimes find themselves out in the cold. Brittany, known for her fierce independence and outspoken nature, wasn't exactly a celebrity who'd stay quiet when she disagreed with something. Some insiders believe her falling out with certain powerful producers, combined with her openness about mental health and refusing to play the Hollywood role, led to a quiet but effective industry blacklist. With roles drying up, she was more isolated and more vulnerable to the pressure. Was Brittany's career sabotage linked to her tragic end? It's a theory that raises as many questions as it answers. 3. Prescription overload. Now, we move to a theory that's been at the heart of the conversation ever since Brittany's death: her use of prescription medications. It's no secret that Brittany was prescribed several drugs in the months leading up to her passing, including painkillers, antidepressants, and other medications. But was she overprescribed? And if so, who was responsible for it? Some fans and critics believe that Brittany's tragic death was partly due to the sheer number of medications in her system at the time of her passing. The official toxicology report confirmed the presence of multiple drugs, but it didn't find any signs of foul play. However, the fact that she was reportedly taking these medications for a mix of physical and mental health issues raised serious questions. Were these prescriptions truly necessary, or was her health being managed in a way that was unsustainable? There are whispers that she may have been over-medicated by doctors, or even pressured to take more than was advisable, as part of Hollywood's obsession with image and performance. While there's no definitive proof of foul play, the idea of prescription overload adds a tragic layer to her story, suggesting that sometimes the cure can be as harmful as the disease. 2. The 911 call mystery. This next theory is one that has haunted fans and investigators alike. The mysterious 911 call made the night Brittany Murphy passed away. When the call came in, Simon Monjack told the dispatcher that Brittany had collapsed and was unresponsive, but the details surrounding that call raise more questions than answers. First off, there's the tone of Simon's voice. Many people who've listened to the recording found it strikingly calm for someone who was supposedly in a panic. Was he more composed than he should have been, or was something else going on? What's even stranger is that during the call, Simon doesn't seem entirely sure what happened to Brittany, despite claiming she had collapsed. His explanations were inconsistent, which only fueled suspicions. Then there's the fact that Brittany had been in a fragile state for months, dealing with her health issues, but it was Simon's reaction, his lack of urgency, that led some to wonder. Did he know more than he let on? Was the 911 call a slip-up, revealing more than he intended? Or was it an eerie glimpse into the reality of what was happening behind closed doors in that tragic moment? Whatever the truth, the call remains one of the most puzzling pieces of the story. 1. Both died the same way. And now, the most chilling theory of them all. Brittany Murphy and her husband, Simon Monjack, died in exactly the same way. It's one of the most eerie coincidences in Hollywood history. Just 5 months after Brittany's death, Simon was found dead in the very same house, under almost identical circumstances. Both deaths were ruled as accidental by the coroner: pneumonia, anemia, and multiple drug intoxication. But here's where things get even more unsettling. Those same symptoms, that same house, that same tragic outcome. How is it possible that two people in such a short span died from seemingly the same causes? Was it just bad luck, or was there something more sinister at play? Some believe the deaths were linked by more than just physical conditions. Maybe there was a hidden danger in the home, a psychological or even emotional toll they both suffered. Others wonder if Simon's health was compromised because of stress or grief after Brittany's passing, leading to his sudden decline. But the question remains, was it pure coincidence, or was there something even darker at work? The eerie parallel between their deaths is a mystery that still haunts the case today. So, what do you think? Was Brittany Murphy's death just a tragic coincidence, or is there something more behind it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Pop Radar.